Hey everybody, this is Chad Smith with The Real Solution. On our highlight reel this week, we're going to walk you through one of the role plays that we do on a daily basis here on the team and in the network. On this call, Angel did a great job. He's less than a year in the business and he's already getting really good. And we walk him through maybe 4 or 5 different things that he could have done even better just in the first 30 seconds of a phone call of meeting a stranger. You know, if you continue to refine your skills and get really good at matching the communication style of different types of behavioral profiles, you can get into business with just about anyone that needs help. And that's what we walk Angel through this week. And then I think I actually jumped in on the call, called the seller back, and then worked to set an appointment as well. So you can check that out. The moment that talent perceives that you are a limiting factor to them is the minute that you get out of business with that talent. I'm Chad Smith, and this is The Real Solution. For 17 years in a row, we've grown our business regardless of what was happening in the market. Collectively, we've sold over 7,000 homes in our careers, and we consistently sell over $100 million in volume per year. Most real estate coaching and training is taught by someone who either never operated at the top level or they used to be a top producer in a different market. But the difference at The Real Solution is that we are still in the game. We know what it takes to adapt, grow, and build a real estate business without sacrificing the things that matter most. In today's market, how you think and the strategies you employ matter more than ever before. If you're a real estate agent and you're struggling in this crazy seller's market, and you want to find out what you're missing and learn what it takes to get an offer accepted in this market, we've created a 7-step process to get an offer accepted in this market. And we've got the evidence to prove that it works. Go to myofferaccepted.com to find out what it takes to win in this market. Go to myofferaccepted.com.
Hello,
Hi, good morning. May I speak with Gloria?
this is Gloria. Who's calling?
Hi, Gloria. It's Angel Cruz with the Chad Smith team. I was giving you a quick call regarding your home on 123 Main Street. I saw that it recently came off the market, and I was wondering if you were able to sell or if it came off as expired.
No, my house did not sell.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me about that. Did you get any feedback as to why it didn't sell?
I'm sorry, who is this again?
This is Angel
And how
Cruz.
did you get my number?
Okay, well, you see, we have a team, we have a technology team that actually linked your number with this property, and we were trying to find a property for our buyers, because I know you've seen how crazy the seller's market is. And how there aren't enough homes. So what we do is we're actually proactive agents, and we go out and find sellers for our buyers and buyers for our sellers. So tell me a little bit about your home, Gloria. I see that it's here in Fort Worth, but tell me a little bit about your home. How many beds, how many baths does it have?
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
3-bedroom, 2-bath, perfect. And what got you thinking about selling in the first place?
Well, like you said, it's a seller's market, but for some reason my house didn't sell. So, that kind of has me confused.
Okay, I understand. And so were you just wanting to take advantage of the seller's market and try to sell it for as much as possible? Well, did you need to move into a different place, or tell me a little bit more about your situation?
I already have another home, so I was just trying to sell this home to pay off my other home.
Okay, fantastic. And well, Gloria, if we were able to sell your home, say here in the next 1 to 3 months, what would that do for you?
Oh, I would be debt free.
Awesome, you'd be debt free.
No more mortgage payments.
Sounds like the dream. And if we were to make sure that you're able to pay off your second home and make you debt free, what would that ultimately mean for you?
Like I said, being debt free, having the freedom to, safe and travel and have more time with family. So I'm just, at this point, I'm just looking for more freedom of my own time. I don't want to be tied down to debt.
Awesome. So the main reason for selling this home is in order to make sure that you're getting freedom down the line. Sounds perfect. And Gloria, I'm glad we were able to get connected. Just to tell you a little bit about our team, we're the Chad Smith team. We've been able to help over 340 families here in the past rolling 12 months. Not only that, we've been in the business for well over 14 years and in different markets. And I'm not saying that to brag, but what that means to you is that we know exactly how to get homes sold and how to help buyers buy. So in your case, you're not having to buy another home, which would make it that much easier. You see, we don't work as salesmen, we work as consultants. So what that means to you is that we're here to give you all the facts and information up front, rather than go out to your house, put a sign out in front of your yard and just pray that we don't waste your time again. You see, what we usually do is we go out to your property, 123 Main Street. We give you all the facts on how we would go about advertising these properties, not only to the top agents in the DFW area, the Fort Worth area, also online, and just different avenues that we take just in order for you to know all the options and all the routes that you're able to take. Gloria, when are you usually best available? Say mornings or afternoons usually?
Well, what are you going to do differently? Like you said from the very beginning, we're in a seller's market, yet my home did not sell. So what are you going to do differently for my house to sell this time?
I'm glad you asked that question. You see, what most agents usually do are the 3 T's. They post a sign outside of your house. They post your house online and they pray. What we do differently, well, just to begin with, I see that in your previous listing, a big opportunity is the pictures. You see, now in today's market, well, nowadays, since everything is online, the first time you see a home is usually, say Zillow, say Realtor.com, places like that. And whenever they see a listing that has inadequate photos, they usually determine the house is a bad house. But what I'm saying is your house has a lot of potential. However, the person that took the photos took out the potential out of your home. And you see, one of the things that we do is we hire a professional photographer to go out to your home completely free of charge to you. That comes completely out of our pocket to ensure that your home, to make sure that your home is seen the best way online. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. So you're saying that because I took the pictures, cutting corners is what hindered me from selling my house. That
might have been a huge reason. Yes, ma'am. We're not saying that in a rude way. However, your home has plenty of potential, and well, we just want to make sure that it's marketed the right way, and to make sure you get the most money out of it. I know that you said that your main reason for selling was to become debt-free, was to get your freedom. And if that means that you want as much money as you can for your house, then we'd be more than happy to help you do that. You see, if you were to sell, say, in the next 1 to 2 months or the next 1 to 2 years, it's all the same to us because we're just here to help. Like I said, we work more as consultants rather than salesmen. That's giving us the ability to give you all the options, all the details and information up front, rather than just wanting to list your property. So what time usually works best for you, weekends or weekdays?
Weekends.
Weekends, perfect. And would, say, Saturday morning work best for you, Saturday around 11 a.m.?
Can we do 10?
Let's do 10. That sounds perfect for me. So we'll make sure to have a real estate professional come out to your property Saturday, 10 a.m. Come fully prepared, and we'll see you then.
Be who? Who is a what?
Who is a
There you go. Who is a what? I. So she comes off as an I. Now, yes, I'm calling it. You said yes, Angel Cruz, Chad Smith, I was hosting, did it sell? She says, no, it didn't sell. If I could help you here, you went straight, really without announcing anything. Just immediately, oh, okay, it didn't sell. Well, did you get any feedback? And she's like, whoa, wait a minute. Who is this again? And how did you get my number? So rather than going straight into this, did you get any feedback? Oh, it didn't sell. I'm really glad you took my call. See, as I mentioned, my name's Angel Cruz, and I'm with the Chad Smith team and value proposition. We've helped 340 families in 2021, and we actually specialize in selling, people sell homes that didn't sell the first time. So I'm really glad you took my call. And did you get any feedback? Right? So as soon as you find out that it didn't sell, then you it would make sense to go ahead and announce and like fill some of that in a little bit. That way she doesn't go, whoa, who's interrogating me? Okay? Because if they go, yes, it sold, then you didn't waste your time saying who you were. And explain all that. No, it didn't sell. Oh, great. Well, I'm really glad you took my call. Then see, this is what I do. I specialize in helping homeowners who try to sell their home and it didn't sell. And you kind of explain a little bit. That'll help you. That way she doesn't, like, she hit the e-brake on you right there, and then you had to kind of work your way back in, right? So who, how, he said, well, I'm trying to find a home for my buyers. We prospect every day, looking for homes for our buyers. And that was all really good. Tell me about the home. And then you ask this question, how many bedrooms, how many baths? And she was really smart on it. She would have said, well, can't you see that? I mean, you're sitting there looking at the house. You see what I'm saying? So my thought right here on this, how many bedrooms, how many baths, is don't waste questions. Don't waste questions, right? Every single thing needs to really matter. You got better as the call went on. So for these expired listing calls, it's got to be really dialed in right up front, right? Gloria.
Yes.
Okay, let's role play real quick. I'm gonna be another expired caller. You just set the appointment with Angel, and your phone rings again. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Yes, I'm calling about the home at 123 Main Street. Is this the owner?
Yes, it is.
Great. My name is Chad Smith. I'm a real estate professional in the area. How are you this morning?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, I'm touching base because we saw that your home on 123 Main Street came off the market as an expired listing. I'm just checking to see if it's still available or if it's actually sold already.
It's still available. It did not sell.
Okay, still available, did not sell. Well, I'm really glad you took my call. See, we've actually built our business by going in and helping folks who had tried to sell, and for various reasons, the home didn't sell. And what we love to do is kind of help you analyze what didn't happen, put a better plan in place, and help you get the property sold. So when do you plan on interviewing the right agent to help you get your home sold?
I guess you sound like the right agent.
Oh, you're too nice. Okay, but do you see how there was no room for like, whoa, who are you? What's going on? Like, it's just, this is who I am, and this is exactly what I do. I'm glad you took my call. Now, they still may hang up on you and cuss you out or whatever, but that's just a better way to go through it. No, it didn't sell. Great. This is what I do. And I'd love to meet with you and show you how I can help you. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Then we start to get into motivation. Why were you selling in the first place? I'm sure you've seen that it's a seller's market. She goes, yes, I did see it's a seller's market. So I'm confused why it didn't sell. So now you know you kind of got something. But here's another thing I'll try to help you with. Then you did this thing where you're kind of assuming. You're like, I can't remember what you said, but it was like
he's filling in the blanks as opposed to letting them talk.
yes. So it was like, so were you trying to sell and move up or this, that, and you're like it's like you're pulling scenarios out of the air.
Yeah.
And you did two of them. And then you said, tell me more about your situation. And then she's like, then she says, tell me more about your situation. She says, well, I already have a home. And you said, okay, well, if we were to, in 1 to 3 months, if we were to sell the home, what would that do for you? And then debt free. But this thing right here, whenever you're like, are you doing this? Are you doing that? It could be an infinite number of things. So rather than try to guess it, remember your script. What had you put your home on the market in the first place? That's the question that's on the scripts and dialogues. And then she would have said, well, we already bought a home and we were trying to sell this one so we could get that free. Oh, great. So if you were to get this home sold, and what would that really do for you? And then you're right here, but you didn't like guess wrong 3 times before you finally got there. Does that make sense? Yeah.
And the reason why that's important is that you've got to, what you really want to do when you're repeating back to them, it's that they know you understand their problem. And so if you set up a pattern where like you don't get why they're doing what they're doing, they start to doubt that you're going to understand their problem. And so the goal is to ask them questions for this that are open-ended so that they can start to tell you what they went through. Because whenever you like shoot a shotgun of questions at them that are varied, they can't answer any of them because they're like, well, which one do I answer first? In this specific situation, by throwing out scenarios that they subconsciously think this person doesn't understand why I'm selling. And that's the exact opposite impression that you get when you repeat and approve what they're doing and don't assume. See, we have this tendency to assume that we know why someone would do something, but we cannot. You cannot read into someone's actions. Like you can't presuppose. You have to let them explain to you their situation because it's varied. There's a million reasons why someone will sell. But if you say 2 and they got the other 98, what's going to happen is they're going to think like you really don't get it.
Right. So I'm really going to challenge everyone here, everybody on Zoom, everybody watching. Like Angel's doing a really good job. He sets appointments every single day. But if you just look at, I'm going to be really hard on you. Okay. Because I know you can get better. At the end of the day, this question, did you get any feedback, was in the wrong spot, right? And then how many bedrooms, how many baths? It was a wasted question. And then, so there's a negative there, there's a negative there. And then these 2 guesses that were wrong, you got 4 no's already. And we're 20 seconds and 30 seconds into the call, right? The first 30 seconds. Now, maybe Gloria's just being nice because it's Chad Smith team or whatever, but maybe not. Maybe I said everything exactly the way I needed to, and she's already convinced. This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about, right? And that's what you want to do, especially in those first 20 seconds, is you don't waste a sentence. You don't waste a question. You sound like you've been there 1,000 times before, and you're the one that has the answers. You know, like Brooks closed $1 million properties this year, right? Well, the way that property came into our business ecosystem was it was an expired listing for $500,000 in Mansfield. And that seller, his exact words were, I had 52 phone calls from agents and you were the only person I met with. Out of every single person that called him, I'm the only person he met with, listed it. We got both sides of it. And then, you know, X number of years later, we listed it and sold it. So every word matters. Every little nuance. In how are we doing this on our inbound sign calls, on our internet leads? All these little things matter. And the assumption that agents have when it doesn't work out is the leads are bad. Oh, expired listings don't work anymore. Oh, the leads are bad. That's what people do. But the answer is no, the agent's bad. Yeah.
Well,
I'm not saying you're bad, but that's what we do. We blame it on the lead. But there's a million little things here that we can become great at.
The only questions that you ask that are one word responses have to end in a yes.
Right.
You cannot ask a question that could result in a no, because that's why whenever they say hello, you say yes. I'm glad you took my call, because you're working to set this pattern of yeses, and you break that pattern anytime that they say no, and that's when they have their guard up. The yes, yes, yes works to get a subconscious patterning going, so that when you go for your appointment, the logical conclusion is yes.
There you go. And that's why this was such a challenge right here. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. It's very difficult to get a yes out of it. Okay, so what you did do correctly is you got your 3 levels of motivation. What would that mean for you? Freedom, time with family, not tied down with debt. So now we're going somewhere. Then you did a great job, value proposition, track record. I would, for everyone on the team, I would, or network, say you're connected to or part of the network of a team, I would say 340 homes in 2021. That would be a more accurate statement at this point. The answer is 17 years, 17 plus years. Okay. My job, I'm separated from the out. I'm not a salesperson, I'm a consultant, give you all the facts and information. Now, with expired listings, there's another piece of this that you needed. She comes back, even after you said, I'm a consultant, I'm not a salesperson, this is my value proposition, this is my track record, I'm separated from the outcome. She's like, well, what are you gonna do different? Exactly, what are you gonna do different? And when you're talking about an expired, what you say before they can even ask that is what we do and the way that we've been able to sell over 140 different homes that another agent tried to sell before us is we'll review the market, we'll analyze the market, we'll meet with you, we'll walk through the house together. Within 15 minutes, we'll be able to show you exactly what didn't happen last time, and then show you exactly what needs to happen in order to maximize your sale in this market. So the answer to, well, what are you gonna do is, that's exactly why we need to meet, because this is who we are, and we know how to stay right on top of the market, explain that to you, analyze your listing with you. See, what I'm doing is I'm putting myself on their side of the table with them, and we're gonna sit down, and we're gonna walk through the house, and we're gonna analyze this together, and I'm the absolute best person that you could ever hire to do this. That's what you're explaining to them. I'm not even, I'm not trying to sell them anything. I'm the guy. And I'm gonna come sit down next to you and we're gonna figure this out together, because I'm better at this than anyone else you could ever meet with. Or our team is better than anyone else. And if you're brand new and you're in the network, you say, I'm being trained by a team that has sold over 140, or my mentors have sold over 140 properties that another agent couldn't sell before us. And so we're gonna analyze this with you and help you achieve the goal, right? Okay, now, a couple of things. You also did really great at the end of this call, because you tied it back to her wanting to be debt free. And people don't say no to their own goals. And you created a script here that I thought was just absolutely brilliant. The person that took your photos took the potential out of your home.
That's awesome.
I don't know where you came up with that, but that was awesome. That was really good. The person that took your photos took the potential out of your home. So long as the person that took the photos isn't the person you're on the phone with.
Right.
You have to
Okay.
ask first who took the photos.
Yeah, there you go. Did you happen to take these photos, or was it someone you really like? Okay, good job, Angel. We're going to show you a clip from our last live event, and I'll walk you through kind of our framework for leadership. Have you ever been part of an organization that had a leader that was afraid of you or intimidated by your success? Well, I think most of us have been part of an organization or a team, sports team, or some type of job where the leader was coming from scarcity and they felt threatened by anyone who had talent. Well, that kills all productivity, kills the collaboration effect, the mastermind effect, and at the end of the day, people are looking for leadership. There's a void of leadership in the earth, and if you can just get a couple of principles down in regards to leadership, everything around you gets better. Everything rises and falls on leadership. The day I met Brooks, the day I met Jason, the day I met the leaders on the team, I told them, I'm not afraid of you being great. And so if you commit to growth, I commit to never becoming a limiting factor to you. Because one of the things I learned about talent early on is that talent, the moment that talent perceives that you are a limiting factor to them, is the minute that you get out of business with that talent. So I recognized that. And so I realized my job as a leader is to not become a limiting factor to the people who want to go where we're going. So if you're a real estate agent and you're in the business and you're looking to improve your skills, we have a free webinar you can check out. It's at myofferaccepted.com. We'll show you exactly what we're doing to win in this market. Also, if you're ever interested in a strategy call with me, and I can walk you through and troubleshoot your business, show you what's working, show you some things that you can do. If you want to take your business to the next level, go to realsolutioncall.com. That's realsolutioncall.com. Hope you guys enjoy this week, and I will talk to you soon.